The first issue we're going to take a look at is with your computer's internet connection. Sometimes, either while you're working or when you first unlock the computer, you'll notice that you're not able to open web pages or use certain applications. This is often because your computer has lost its internet connection. The first thing you want to do is confirm that that's the case. I'll usually ask users to try navigating to a website like google.com or msn.com or something similar. If you're able to load one of those web pages, then your problem is elsewhere. But if you get a blank screen that says this page cannot be displayed or something similar, then you likely have an internet problem. Once you've confirmed that your computer is not connected to the internet, we'll take a look a bit further. First, you'll want to find the network indicator icon, which is usually in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen down by the clock. When you have an internet connection, this will look like a little computer screen with a cable next to it on a desktop computer, or a set of signal strength bars on a laptop. If you have no internet connection, this icon might have a red X or a yellow hazard symbol on top of it, or the wireless signal bars might be a faded gray instead of white. These are clear signs you have an internet connection problem. Depending on whether you're on a wired or wireless network connection, there are different steps you should follow. In either case, first thing I usually recommend is restarting your computer. This can resolve any number of problems your computer might be having, and you might find that you have an internet connection as soon as you log back onto the computer. You can test this by trying one of those common websites again. If that doesn't do it, there are a few more things you can try. First, let's take a look at computers that use a wired internet connection. These will be computers that show the little computer screen as their network indicator. The first thing you should try is right-clicking on that icon and clicking Troubleshoot. This runs a little built-in troubleshooter that can trace out a lot of problems. The troubleshooter might ask a couple of questions and verify certain things, or it might give you a button which you can click that has Windows try to automatically fix certain issues. Once you finish clicking through the troubleshooter, test to see if your internet connection is back. If the automatic troubleshooter doesn't do the trick, there are a couple more things to look at. You'll first want to take a look at the actual network cable. This will most likely be plugged into the back of your computer. It will be the small cable that clips in, which looks a lot like a telephone wire. Make sure that guy is securely clipped into your computer. You can try removing the cable and plugging it back in. The other end of that cable will be plugged into something else. If you're at work, it's probably plugged into the wall. At home, it could be running straight up to your router or internet modem. You'll want to make sure this end of the cable is plugged in as well, then check your connection again. If you're at work and don't have the internet yet, ask a coworker or two if they're having internet issues, because it might be a larger problem. If you're at home, you can try restarting your wireless router or modem. That little box is probably sitting on or around your computer desk, but everyone's home setup will be different. Once you've found your router or modem or both, restart them by unplugging the power cable and plugging it back in after about 10 or 15 seconds. If this doesn't restore the internet, you might want to try giving your internet service provider a call, but hopefully your internet connection is restored before you reach this point. There are a couple more things to try for users on laptops or other devices that use a wireless internet connection. Take a look at that network indicator icon. Yours will likely look like a set of signal bars or wireless waves. Clicking on that symbol will display a list of nearby wireless networks. If you see nothing in this window, first try right-clicking on the network indicator and choose Troubleshoot and run through the automatic steps. If you have a list of networks, take a look and identify the wireless network you should be on. If you're at work, this might be the name of your facility or something similar. Normally this connection will have a line underneath that says Connected, but you may see something else if you have no internet. Click on the network you need and then select Connect. At this point, the computer may request the wireless network key. If you know what this is, go ahead and enter it, but if not, you'll need to call a support desk to have a technician enter this for you. If you're at home and don't know what this key is, you'll probably find it on a sticker attached to your wireless router. If you're not getting anywhere with the automatic troubleshooter and don't see any wireless networks listed when you click the indicator, it's possible your laptop has a switch on it that controls wireless access. I've seen these as a physical switch on the side of the laptop, a button on the top face, or possibly a function key on the top row of the keyboard. Look around for this switch or button and make sure it's turned on. If that's the problem, you should get internet access back in a few seconds. If you're still having problems with your wireless internet, you may need to restart your wireless router. If you're at work, you'll need to call the help desk to have IT look into the issue. But if you're at home, you can find your wireless router, unplug the power cable for about 10 seconds, and plug it back in. Check your computer for internet access again. If this doesn't do it, you may need to call your internet service provider for support.